Democrats losing their minds now because the Border Patrol agent that killed Alex Pro was Latino, and they be using him because he's white. White people kill white people, so now the Democrats losing their minds. They were talking shit about ICE. Now they know it's Latinos doing on ICE and everything. Now they're losing their minds. So let's go ahead and watch the video, shall we?
Are from the RGV, South Texas. That is what ProPublica is reporting. Two CBP agents identified in Alex Preddy shooting the two federal immigration agents who fired on Minneapolis protester Alex Preddy are Border Patrol agent Jesus Ochoa, who also goes by Jesse, and Customs and Border Protection Officer Raimundo Gutierrez. Two Latinos. The records viewed by ProPublica list Ochoa 43 and Gutierrez 35 as the shooters during the deadly encounter last weekend that left Preddy dead. Both men were assigned to Operation Metro Search, an immigration enforcement dragnet launched in December that scores of armed and masked agents across the city. CBP refused to release their names. Senator John Curtis of Utah said we must have a transparent, independent investigation into the Minnesota shooting and those responsible. Ochoa joined CBP in 2018 and Gutierrez joined in 2014 and works for CBP's Office of Field Operations. He is assigned to a special response team which conducts high-risk operations like those of police SWAT units. Records show both men are from South Texas, the RGV, and Jesse Jesus Ochoa attended UTPA, now UTRGV, with a degree in criminal justice according to his ex-wife Angelica Ochoa, a longtime resident of the RGV. Ochoa had for years dreamed of working for the Border Patrol and finally landed a job there, she said. By the time the couple split in 2021, he had become a gun enthusiast with about 25 rifles, pistols, and shotguns, and Angelica Ochoa said. Yeah, I know of a few people from here, from the RGV, that got called to go to Minneapolis and be agents out there that are masked and grabbing people, snatching people off the street. And it's crazy to think that these two agents were Latino, but we've been seeing that these agents that are doing all of this are Latino. And now they have blood on their hands.
Boy. So we got to talk about a mask off moment for the Democrat Party. When I say Democrat, I mean Demo KKK crap party because they're losing their minds after doxing the Border Patrol agents who allegedly were involved in the killing of Alex Preddy. Okay, you know, the likely legally justified killing of Alex Preddy, who decided that it would be a good idea to confront Border Patrol agents and to resist arrest while carrying a firearm, which made him a deadly threat. And the Border Patrol agents acted in self-defense. And since then, leftists have been losing their minds, right? Because they lost one of their own. Now, they're really pissed off after doxing these agents and finding out that they are Latino, right? That they're not white supremacist MAGA guys, right? They're not the stereotypical individuals that they would think would do something like this. No. These were actually Latino men. And that is what is really pissing off white liberals, because they claim that they feel betrayed. They feel betrayed by the fact that somebody of color would sign up to be a Border Patrol agent or an ICE agent, and then on top of that would defend themselves, right? Would kill a leftist, a white liberal, in self-defense, as the white liberal is protesting on behalf of brown immigrants being deported from the country by the brown ICE agents and Border Patrol officers. You can't make this stuff up. Take a look.
Well, in some breaking news, we found out the identities of the men who killed Alex Preddy in Minneapolis last week. According to ProPublica, which did some investigating reporting on this, the two federal immigration agents that fired on Minneapolis protester Alex Preddy are identified in government records as Border Patrol agent Jesus Ochoa and Customs and Border Protection Officer Raimundo Gutierrez. So these are our dudes. These are the men that fired on Alex Preddy, and this, again, was found out thanks to the reporting of people at ProPublica. ProPublica is a really great outlet people should be following. They do, really good original investigative reporting. Actually, the fact of the matter is, ProPublica should not have had to do any investigative reporting in the first place, because it's insane that these people hide their identities. Why are you wearing masks? Why is that allowed? How is that a thing? Both of these people should be arrested. Both of them should be arrested. Both of them should be fucking charged. They should be charged with murder, and they should be tried just like any other run-of-the-mill criminal.
Well, hey, here's the good news about those Border Patrol agents being Latino that killed Alex Pretty. Some of the people supporting ICE are defending them. I saw some people in the comments yelling at the guy that posted their names and was like, "You're doing that on purpose. You're endangering their lives because you know people are going to try and find them." And I was like, "You're protecting Latinos." Aw, that's so nice. Now maybe we could like redirect that, because yeah, it's a gut punch every time. Every time I hear accents in the videos, every time I can see that they're just not white men, or when they're women in there, I'm just like, bro, oh God, it's so painful. It just feels like betrayal every time. But you know, I have friends in Arizona, and their extended family, cousins, uncles, aunts, they're in Border Patrol, and they're Latino, and they're very hardcore. And I never understood it before. Like when I was introduced to them, I was just like, why? But you know, it's jobs. They speak Spanish, and I also feel like there's this, you know, we came here legally, so everyone else has to come here legally. But also I feel like they feel like if people with, you know, documents get in here, then it gives us a bad name, and we're never going to be looked at as equals. If all these people come in here and everyone talks Sandro's like, "Oh, are you illegal?" kind of that kind of stuff. So if they can look like they care about getting them out, and maybe do care about getting them out, then they'll earn respect. But also maybe someday, once they're all out, then we'll be on the same level playing field, which is never going to happen, because the United States is a cult made of white supremacy and patriarchy with some capitalism thrown in there, and that makes people cuckoo. I don't care what your background is, it will make you nuts. So this is just a rough learning curve about Border Patrol, about all the different ethnicities and sexualities that can get involved in this stuff. That every time, it's just like, what? It's like a brain stun. Like, how is this possible?
What I love about We the People is that we rise to the resistance, right? Not everyone is meant to be at the front lines, but there can be people who serve as investigative analysts, right? The people who gave information that helped us track the Filipino Border Patrol agent Romel, the one who helped identify the image of Jonathan Ross, right? The ones who are helping and lead the efforts to uncovering the South Texas murderers of Raimundo Gutierrez and Jesus Ochoa, two Nopales, two Latinos, two people from South Texas who gave over their own people, who are acting as what? Concentration camp guards, right? Because these existed before history rhymes, right? So these individuals should be shamed. These individuals should be named. These individuals, everything connected to them should be exposed. Every organization, every car club like Romel, right? Every single individual who is close to these people and supporting them, right? We need to lawfully put pressure on them, shunning them, right? Removing them from any sort of social gathering, right? Creating a reality in which they feel the pressure, posting flyers.
Yeah. So you seen that, you heard that, okay? Leftists are upset. They're losing their minds because you have Latino Border Patrol agents and ICE officers doing their jobs, right? Protecting the homeland, right? Again, me personally, I'm not surprised by this. This is something I've said time and time again, is that, hey, a lot of these Border Patrol officers, a lot of these ICE agents are Latino. And it just makes sense because you need Spanish speakers, because a lot of the people who are here in the country illegally just so happens to speak Spanish and Spanish only, right? So you're going to need translators. You're going to need people on the job, right? Probably the most qualified individuals are going to be Latinos, right? Latino men specifically for this job. So this is a big employment boom for the Latinos, right? For the ones that are actually patriotic, the ones that are proud to be American, the ones that I don't mind them staying and being here and being a part of this country, right? They good people. I love those Latinos, okay? Trump-supported conservative Latinos are great Americans, right? And these Border Patrol agents are great Americans. I don't know if that's actually them. All I know is that there has been a mass effort by leftists to dox the Border Patrol agents. And, you know, this is what they've come up with, Okay, and now again, I don't know if it's them or not. I'm just saying this is what they come up with, and the response from leftists have been fascinating because they go full mask off. They're taking off their KKK hoods and showing you who they really are. Like, for example, Kyle Kalinske, who makes money off of liberals winning Darn Awards, doing things that he would never do, right? He would never show up to a protest armed, right? He would never do that and confront / fight / resist arrest from federal law enforcement. He would never, ever, ever do it, right? Ever do it. You'll never see him on the front lines doing the stupid stuff that his comrades are doing, but he will sit in his air-conditioned house, right, with his wife, who had kids before marrying him, right, taking care of her and her kids, right, that don't belong to him. He will do that while cheering on liberals doing crazy stuff and then crime victim, right, while making money, millions of dollars, really, off of their stupidity, right? He's going to pretend to be so upset and so angry. And again, the KKK hood is going to come off here in this rant against these Latino Border Patrol agents, right? Again, allegedly, these Border Patrol agents were Latino, right? So they're upset. They're mad. They feel betrayed.
So ProPublica has just reported the names of the 2 ICE criminals that murdered Alex Preddy. And the names are Jesus Ochoa.
Yep.
And
Raimundo Gutierrez. Ochoa is a Border Patrol agent, 43 years old. Raimundo Gutierrez is a Customs and Border Protection officer. And Ochoa joined CBP in 2018. Gutierrez joined in 2014.
so the stormtroopers of American fascism are Hispanic. How about that? How about that? It's so...
I think that's awesome, right? I think that's awesome. Again, I think that Latino Americans, Hispanic Americans, who are signing up to defend the homeland, right, to be Border Patrol agents, ICE officers, I think that they're great people, right? And I love them, right? I love them for what they're doing, right? I think that they're doing a great job, okay? It requires a lot of bravery to sign up and do a job like that. They should be celebrated.
Crazy. I mean, it's like, I just saw this story the other day about a Cuban American who led some, like, Latinos for Trump group. He was deported. Like, bro, you think you're on the team, right? You're not on the fucking team, dog. You're not on the team. Try walking around outside in civilian clothes without having your ICE or CBP badge on you. Bro, it's a wrap. They would deport your ass too. They throw you in CCOT, the concentration camp too. So it's just so crazy to me that that happens. The fact that we have...
This fucking idiot do not understand Border Patrol rules or what he just said. First off, they know who the Border Patrol agent is. Latino Border Patrol. They know who he is. He's on record. He works for them. They recognize his face. As long as your face ain't covered by other agents, they can recognize you. If they thumbprint you, it comes in the database. Okay? This leftist nut-sucking bitch don't know shit. He looks like the kind of person that sucks forth through a straw and calls a vape. Here, I'm going to show you some of the comments here. I want to read some of these comments they got here. ICE is more division than a fake protester. They are two American protecting American from illegals. These agents are not only American citizens, but they are patriots. Trust me, they are not afraid of you. This is just proof that on why ICE agents need masses. Adler is solely responsible for Adler's death. That's true. He's responsible for his own fucking death. He shouldn't went there with the protest to begin with. Hispanics from South Texas are /RGV here. We admire our Border Patrol and Custom agents. We are proud Americans. God bless all men and women in uniform. Nothing is more racist than a leftist. Very true. When they encounter a minor who disagrees with them. Very, very fucking true. You don't agree with me, you're racist. How dare Latinos betray their own people? Says the white leftist who does the same. Very funny. True generation of Mexican Americans and Army vets here. I support ICE. Thank you for protecting our country. I salute you all. Same here. I salute y'all as well. That's the problem. If you're not a left-hand nut job, you racist. If you don't support gay rights or any of these illegal immigrants, you're racist. That's the whole propaganda for the Democrat Party. You don't support them, you don't kiss their ass, or drop the knees and worship them, you're racist. And I'm glad some people in the rap universe like Nicki Minaj finally woke up and said, hey, wait a minute. Trump's doing something right. Obama didn't do nothing right for the country. Joe Biden didn't do nothing right. Obama didn't do nothing right. Bush didn't do nothing right for the country. What's going on? Okay. Trump is doing something right. Hello. I see the light. But a bunch of other dumbasses out there, like, let's say, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all of them can't see the light. But now Beyonce and Jay-Z got something to worry about because Jay-Z was in the Epstein files. Most likely on the island, too. Get back to that video here.
It's like rainbow fascism. It's like a diverse fascism, right? Where the stormtroopers
DEI
of the state,
fascism.
DEI fascism,
Progressivism has been so successful that even our Nazis are diverse.
straight up,
I'm not
straight
the
up,
first to observe.
straight up, bro. It's so crazy to me too. And let's be serious. There's a special place in hell for the minority ICE criminals and CBP criminals. There's a special place in hell. Like I said,
Wow. Wow. You hear that? You hear what these leftists really think, right? It's amazing how these leftists are they're pro-black, pro-Latino, pro-gay, they're pro-minority, except when the minorities don't agree with them, right? When the minorities don't agree with them, it's a special place in hell. There's a special place in hell for minorities that don't agree with leftists, right? It's amazing. It's amazing. So, again, I've experienced this as a black person. I already know the game, right? I know how they feel about black people like me who don't agree with these leftists, right? Or liberals or Democrats. So I get it. But listen to what they're saying about these Latinos, right? Listen to what they're saying. It tells you everything you need to know. They don't love you because you're Latino. They don't love you because you're black. They don't love you because you're gay. They don't love you because you're a woman. They only love you if you're supporting the left. That's it. If you support them, then, hey, it's all good. But the moment that you don't support them, that you turn on them, the Klan hoodie come out, right?
A race traitor?
See, again, y'all are throwing race into all this. Nobody's throwing race into it.
You profile people for how they look. You profile people for how they look and how they speak. Without your mask on and without your shitty little Timu getup, your ass would be stopped by ICE and you fucking know it. You guys tried to detain your own person. Yeah, that's right, because you have the reading level of a fucking 8th grader, my dude. Come on. You like fucking think this is gonna fucking go anywhere. This idiot isn't gonna learn. Working for the fucking government? Like, you think that this is gonna save you from everything that's going on in this world?
Whether you work for the government,
Hey, do you know that you have to work for ICE? Man who is out there racially profiling other people. That's fucking sick. In fucking Germany that I gotta carry my fucking passport with me? I'm not gonna make me wear a fucking star like my ancestors? I'm fucking Jewish and Latin American, and I have to deal with this shit. My ancestors were fucking murdered by Nazis, and now you guys are back doing it all over again. Fuck you! Fuck you! You know, I hope
That's a crazy comparison.
You're a Nazi!
Read a
You're
fucking
fucking
book.
Gestapo!
Hey. I said, founded laws on immigration.
These leftists are so fucking ridiculous, man. They make me sick. They try to compare ICE agents with Nazis. Do you understand? Nazis killed gay people, killed blacks, and y'all trying to compare ICE to them? And all these dumbasses out there talking about read a book. Okay, do you know once Nazis got in power, the people who supported the communists was killed by them? Do y'all understand that, people in Minnesota? Y'all supported Democrats, which is fascists, communists, right? When Hitler got into power, he wiped all the people that supported him out. All the lower people, he wiped them out. Middle class, poor, all of them. He wiped them out because he told them this, told them that, told them this problem that. When he got into power, first thing he did, he wiped out the people that supported him, who was doing all the campaigning, all the propaganda and all that, all the rioting for him. He wiped them out. Okay? So y'all out there protesting for Tim Walz and all them, y'all doing the exact same thing Nazi Germany Hitler did for people like that. Tim Walz is doing the exact thing Hitler did and got y'all to do his dirty work. But he's sitting back like, laugh at y'all. Okay? Y'all protesters are the exact same people that Nazi Germany's used to get what they needed. ICE is not like that. Republicans are not like that. The Democrats are. Democrats are like Nazis. They use people to get what they want and then discard them. Take a prime example. Here's a prime example. Obama. He promised the black community this, and this, but not kept it. He promised the Latino community this, and did not keep it. He did this for the gay community, but he kept it. Okay? He promised a lot of stuff for a lot of these communities, but not keep it. But he did keep one thing for the gays. He gave them a full month of pride, a whole month for their pride, gave them rights to get married. But he did not keep nothing for the black community, or the Latino community, or the foreigner community. He did not keep his word for them. So, y'all trying to say ICE is Nazi Germany. Have you actually read history about Germany, Nazi Germany? It's something you don't want to read, okay? Hitler even admitted it when he got into power. All the people that helped him get into power, that didn't have rich money, he sent them to Nazi camps. Like that woman say, my family was Jewish, that. If you was Jewish, you would stand with the Republicans because the Democrats did not want the Jews over here during World War II. There was Democrats that was part of Germany anti-Nazi party that was at the borders or coast piers looking for Jew immigrants. This is my video. Y'all leftists gotta wake the fuck up. Y'all making me sick in my stomach.